Hey, what's going on guys, Turtywurty here, and welcome back to another Minecraft modding tutorial for version 1.15 and 1.14. In this tutorial we're going to be going over how to create armor. And once again this is very similar to tools actually. So let's just go ahead and get started, I suppose. So the first thing you're going to want to do is actually make our fields for our armor. So we're going to want a public static final item, and that's going to be test underscore helmet, and that's equal to null. Public static final item test underscore chest plate, and we're going to set that equal to null. Public static final item test underscore leggings, and that's going to be null. And then finally a public static final item test underscore boots, and that's once again going to be equal to null. So if you're unaware, we're setting it to null so that the object holder up here can inject the values, and then we don't have to worry about that ourselves. It's very useful. So once you've done that, obviously you need to actually specify what you want to inject into that field, and we can do that in our register items method right here. So I'm just going to do the helmet, and then so you're going to want event.getRegistry.register, and you're going to want to register a new armor item. And this is going to take in the material. So I'm going to show you how you can use diamond as a start, which would be useless, but I'm just going to show you it anyways. So that is just armor material dot diamond or gold or whatever. But I'm going to be using a custom material, so I'm going to call that mod armor material dot test. And then the next is the equipment slot, so which slot it goes into, and this is the helmet, so it's going to be equipment slot type dot head. And next is the item properties, just like normal, so new item dot properties, and do dot set registry name to test underscore helmet. And actually we want to make sure we group this, so let's do dot group tutorial item group dot instance. There we go. And obviously we have an error here, but let's just do the chest plate, leggings and boots. So it's the exact same, but you just want to change the registry name, and you want to change the this to either chest, legs or feet. So I'm just going to do this real quick, and I'll see you guys once I have done that. Okay, there we go, I have now done those. So next, actually, we're obviously going to want to create this class. So I'm just going to have this as an inner class, just like our tool. So I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to have a public enum, and I'm going to call that mod armor material, and that's going to implement armor material. So obviously this gives an error, but we can fix that in a second. So first we're just going to declare our thing. So that's going to be test, and that's going to take in the registry name. So that is our mod ID, so tutorial mod underscore ID plus, and then in a string we want colon, and then this is the name of your layer texture. So for armor you have two textures for what you actually wear. You have layer 1 and layer 2. Layer 1 consists of the helmet, chest plate and part of the leggings, I believe, and then layer 2 is boots. Maybe layer 1 consists all the leggings, I don't entirely remember. So I'm just going to call that test, and that means it will be called test layer 1, test underscore layer 1, and test underscore layer 2. And obviously, yeah, we'll go through that a bit more later when we get to our assets. Next is just the max damage factor. I'll explain all of these in a second. I'm just going to set that to 5. And then we got a new, so this is an int array, this one, and that is the damage reduction amounts. So we can do a new int array, and in here we want, I'm just going to put 7, 9, 11 and 7. So I believe this is the helmet, no, this is the boots, this is the leggings, this is the chest plate, this is the helmet. Boots, leggings, chest plate, helmet. Okay, yeah, that's right. And then the enchantability is 420 because 420. And then next is the sound that you want for equipping. So this can be anything from the sound events class. And I'm just going to type this out, and you will see what this is later. 24 underscore y underscore. Okay, and then next is a float. This is the toughness, so 6.9f. And then next is a supplier of the ingredient. So what we can do to do this is do a lambda blah 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 blah. Yeah, one of those things. Yeah, this thing. I can never say what it is. So just like that. Okay, and then we can have a semicolon on the end. In here we just want to return. So this is basically the repair item, by the way. And I'm going to return ingredient. Eclipse is having a little seizure again. Oh yeah, there you go. Ingredient dot from items. And oh my god, come on Eclipse, come on, stop it. And in here we're going to want just our repair item, which is going to be item init dot, oh my god, I swear to god, I will kill Eclipse. Test underscore item. I don't know why Eclipse wants to have a seizure so much today. I think it's being a bit retarded. And then next we're going to want to make some fields. So we want a private static final int array, and that is going to be the max underscore damage underscore array. And we're going to set that equal to a new int array, and that is, I'm just going to put 16 for all the values, which means it doesn't really need to be an array if I'm just going to have it like that, but whatever. And then the next is the name, so a private final string name. Oh god. And then next we can have the max damage factor, so a private final int max damage factor. A private final int array of damage reduction amount array. And then we can have a private final int enchantability. I probably spelt that wrong. A private final sound event. A private final float, and that's toughness. And finally a private final lazy value of ingredient, and we're going to call that repair material, just like that. import sound event from net.minecraft.util.sound event, not from Forge. And then obviously we're going to want the constructor, so that's going to be a private mod armor material. Oh, Eclipse isn't going to like that, is it? I don't know why it's doing that today. So we're just going to have to type it out ourselves. And that's going to be a string, name in, int max damage factor, int array of damage reduction amounts in, int enchantability in, sound event in, float toughness in, and a supplier of ingredient, and that's going to be repair material in. Oh, I didn't take that out of the brackets. Oops. Okay, and then let's just go to the end of this and add our little bracket. And there you go, just format that. Okay, and in here we're just going to want to set these values. So this dot name is equal to name in. This dot max damage factor is equal to max damage factor in. This dot damage reduction amount array is equal to damage reduction amount in. This dot enchantability is equal to enchantability in. This dot toughness is equal to toughness in. This dot repair material is equal to a new lazy value, and we're going to leave those blank, and that's going to be repair material in. And what's wrong with this one? What did we call that? Max damage. Oh, we didn't put in. There you go. Just like that. And obviously we are still missing a few things. What hasn't been initialized? We missed the sound, so that's going to go after enchantability. This dot sound event is equal to sound event in. There we go. And then we're going to need the methods, so let's just add unimplemented methods. Durability is just going to return this. Hold up, return this dot durability. No, you noob. No, that's wrong, actually, that's why. So it's going to return max underscore damage array of slot. Oh god, I cannot type. Slot in dot get index times this dot max damage factor. So let's just explain what this does. So basically it gets the value, so it gets the slots index, and then it gets the value that's at that index in our max damage array, so in here. So for example, say it was the helmet, and say that was slot index 0. I don't know if it is or not. So say that was slot index 0, it would get the 0 in here, which is going to be 16, because they're all 16. And then it times that by the max damage factor, which we have set up here. So let's just check. Max damage factor, so that's the second one, and it's an int, so it is 5. So it's basically doing 16 times 5. I can't be bothered to quick math, but that is 80. So it's setting the durability to be 80, which isn't very high, but you can mess around with these values and figure them out yourself. But this is basically just how vanilla does it. So next is the damage reduction. So basically how much damage it reduces. So we're going to want to return this dot damage reduction amount array of slot in dot get index, and so that's it. Enchantability, just going to want to return this dot enchantability. Sound event, return this dot sound event. Repair material is going to be return this dot repair material dot get value. Get name, we need to make sure this is client, so we can do at only in dist dot client. Oh, come on, Eclipse, just stop being so retarded. And then in here we're just going to return this dot name. Get toughness is just going to return this dot toughness. Let's just import only in and dist. There we go. And that's actually it for the code. So it's rather long. Well, it's not that bad. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's a bit longer than the tool. Actually, is it? It's not that much longer than the tool, really. Let's just Control-Shift-F, format everything to how, Eclipse likes it. And yeah, now we can close that. So now it is time to do our assets. Now, I've already put in the textures, but I will show you where you need to be putting them anyways. So you need to go into your assets, your mod ID, and let's do the lang first, I guess. Because to put it simple, that is easy as poo. So item.tutorial mod.test_helmet, and that's going to be test helmet. And then we can just copy that for the chest plate, leggings and boots. This one's going to be the chest plate. This one's going to be the leggings. This one's going to be the boots. Okay, there you go, boots. Leggings. Chest plate. There we go, that's our lang done. Now if we go into the models.item, it's just basically a normal item model, so I'm just going to use test item. I'm going to paste that. It's just going to load because it seems to have some massive issue with being able to copy and paste, because yeah, Eclipse doesn't really, it's not very smart, to put it that way, but I still like it. I prefer it over IntelliJ any day, really. I've tried to use IntelliJ, it just doesn't like me. A lot of software doesn't like me. Unity doesn't like me. Yeah, a lot of things don't like me. My editing software hates me. That just wants to crash every time I try to render something, which is a real pain, to put it simple. So these are just normal item models, so I'm just going to fill these out real quick. Chest plate, done. Boots, done. Helmet, done. Leggings, done. Save them all, there you go. Close them all, there we go. So that's all our JSONs done. Now for the item textures, you need to go into textures.items and you need to create the item textures for the helmet, boots, leggings and chest plate. I've already done that, so I'm just going to real quick refresh, and there they are. Don't worry, they are beautiful textures. They're better than any other textures I've ever made in my whole entire life. Trust me. And then in here you're going to want a new package called models.armor. So once again, I've already created that, and I'm going to refresh. There we go. Oh, and that's a folder. Oh, okay. That's not right. Because I created it in the file system. I forgot you can't really do that. Okay, and in here you're going to want your 2 layers. So test layer 1, test layer 2. I'm going to have templates for these textures in the description. So you can just go and grab those. And just edit them however you like. So yeah, there'll be templates for layer 1, layer 2 in the description. And maybe the items, probably not. You can just get those from vanilla, or you can just text them however you want, really. So now that is done, I'm just going to do one last refresh on the assets and the project to make sure I haven't messed anything up there. And now I'm going to run the game. I'll see you guys in the game, and you can see my amazing textures. I'll see you guys then. Okay, so guys, I am now in the game. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, but down here, a lot of time has passed. I had a few issues with loading up. Basically, I messed up a bit with upgrading to 1.15.2, but it was pretty simple, just changing everything in the mods.toml. And yeah, I have already tested this armor. I've already put it on, and it's quite funny. Maybe just my sense of humour, but I think it's quite funny. So obviously it's in my creative tab. I don't know what happened with this. When I updated, that kind of just died, but I think I've changed something and it broke that. But that shouldn't happen to anyone else. I've just changed a few things, just try and work something out, and it broke it. Anyways, so I have my armor, as you can see right here. I can place it on myself. As you can see, it's there. It's working pretty dandy. You see, it's an amazing texture. You know, you've never seen such good texture in your whole entire life. You just haven't. Like, don't lie, you haven't. You know, it's beautiful. Absolute beauty. And if I right click with this in my hand, you should hear the sound. So let's just turn that up. It's already full. Okay. Isn't that just beautiful? It's the bee dying sound. So yeah, it works as armor. I'm not going to go through and test the enchantability and toughness and whatever, but if you do hover over it, it says plus 6.9 armor toughness and plus 7 armor, plus 9, 11. Yeah, so it's pretty decent. So if you guys did enjoy this tutorial, please do be sure to smash your face into that like button and subscribe. If you really enjoyed, please do be sure to share it. And yeah, the next video is tutorial will be on custom block models and just advanced blocks. So yeah, I will see you guys then. Goodbye.